Hi guys, so in this video I'll be talking about the food life of a person who has their gallbladder removed. So what challenges they face, what they go through, what kind of food they eat, what kind of food they should not eat, and what you can do to reduce the side effects of not having a gallbladder. So check the video out. Hi everyone. Hope you're all doing great again. So thanks for stopping by my channel and having the patience to listen to me. And yes, actually today I wanted to speak about a few challenges a gallbladder patient goes through because generally, as you know, a person with a gallbladder can digest a lot of foods, including fatty, oily, greasy foods. But even after the gallbladder surgery, they are very sensitive to few of the foods which are contains milk solids, milk products like cheese, butter, ghee, and all that. And also, they are very sensitive to deep fried, oily, and greasy foods like burgers, pizzas, and all. So all these should be removed from their diet actually. And one more thing of a gallbladder patient is that they're very sensitive to food poisoning. Nowadays, as you know, in the city where I live in, adulteration is at its max. So even in the hotels, they don't prepare with the cleanliness, with what do you say, the dedication for food preparing, or they mostly provide stale foods or something because even my husband who orders the food sometimes he also gets his stomach upset and like lose motion and all that. So nowadays people have become so selfish about cooking properly. They don't provide the food for their customers for the money they take in from the customers. So basically what I was telling is that the gallbladder patients are more prone to food poisoning. So even an idli basically it is a basic good food. Okay, it prepared at home, you can have it and everything. But few of the hotels or restaurants, even though you have the idli there or anything, any soft food or something, if they haven't cooked with cleanliness and if it is an old dough or old batter or something, basically the food is not fresh and clean, it will immediately affect the gallbladder patients. Okay, they are prone to your guts growling, your stomach starts growling, you start farting continuously, you start burping continuously, and it may lead to loose motions, and in worst cases it may lead to diarrhea and vomiting. Okay, so this is scary, but it is true. Even in non-fresh, stale, uncooked idli also causes a problem in the gallbladder patients. Okay, gallbladder means, hope I am clear if you don't have a gallbladder. So that is what I meant. Okay, so unfortunately for the gallbladder patients, they have only specific restaurants that they can order from. They have just specific foods that they can order and eat. Okay, they're not so lucky as they were before, like they could eat anything and digest something. So even one instance for me, I ordered what's that, honey garlic crispy chicken from a Chinese restaurant here at my place. It was the first time I ordered that, and it was the first time I ordered from that restaurant. And the next day, I had 6 times loose motions, 4 times vomiting, and burping is, I cannot say, uncountable. And literally, I was so dehydrated, and what are the consequences of so much of dehydration? So, but my husband had the same thing and he was perfectly fine. So, even for gallbladder patients, they're very sensitive to uncooked food also. So if the place where you live in has very, if they respect people, respect the money the customers provide for their food, and they cook the food freshly, cleanly, and there's no food poisoning, and the food is not stale, and they cook with fresh and washed ingredients, then this is not going to happen. But unfortunately, most of the places in the world are like this itself. So that's how it is. So I and my husband both had the same chicken, but he was fine. Maybe just once he had loose motion, but then he was perfectly fine. But I suffered a lot. So it's very scary to even try to eat food anywhere. As I said, even a idli which is so good, which is so good for your stomach and thing, and if it is not cooked properly, it is uncooked, it's done with a stale batter, or not using fresh ingredients, or it is an old stored food, it will definitely have its impact on the gallbladder patients. Many people don't understand this. See, for me, whenever I go out with my family, I always avoid the food they offer. If we go to a hotel or a restaurant, if I don't eat, they misunderstand me most of the time, telling that they think that I am eating stealthily at my place, but when I come out with them, I do not eat food. So you cannot change people's mind, people's perspective. So it is better to just remain silent and think in your mind that if you talk too much, karma. So so that is most you can do. So people don't understand. People think, oh my god, why she doesn't eat anything, she doesn't drink anything, I told her to eat this, I told her to eat that, why don't you eat this, why don't you eat that. Even a small pepper in the sambar can create a lot of gas for a person, okay, for a gallbladder patient. So people don't understand, and whoever is going through the same situation as I am going through, don't worry, don't bother about other people's opinion, don't bother about their words. If they understand you, they are lucky. If they don't understand you, they are unlucky, because if they misunderstand you more, and if they start taunting you or anything, so they will learn their part of the lesson. So you need not worry about that. The only thing what I would say that so these are the challenges a gallbladder patient faces, and frankly, out of the 100% of the food that they used to eat before the gallbladder surgery, almost 90% of the food is removed. You need to be very careful not to have lemon juice after 6 p.m. or anything greasy, oily, fatty after 6 p.m. And if you bite into a green chili while eating your food, it creates a lot of gastric issues. And if you bite into a peppercorn, the same thing. And frankly, trust me, after my gallbladder has been removed, I had one slice of pizza and I went through a horrible time. And from then I haven't touched. It's almost 2 years. No pizza, no burgers, no Coke, no so many foods. How many foods are there with cheese? Tell me. So that number of foods is completely gone. So because you're so sensitive with the ingredient that whatever the dishes are made with that ingredient is all cut out from your diet. So that is how it is. Life changes. Hope people understand. If they don't understand, then they are asking for trouble for themselves. So guys, don't worry if you are going through the same situation as I am going through. Just listen to your heart, listen to your stomach, listen to your gut. What you feel like doing, you do. If people comment, misunderstand, it is none of your business. It is their problem and their business. They're not happy with their lives, or they're frustrated with their lives, or they're jealous people, or anything like that. So that is the reason they come out to comment and put the other person down. Okay, it also happens like my own mother, I'm not telling she's one of those people, but I tell like if I get a peppercorn in my sambar, I say, Mom, why peppercorn? It's okay, you can have. So basically, few of the people are actually genuine and they do not really understand what you're going through. So such people don't be hard on because they have no idea and they are good people. They don't have bad intentions on you. So you can forgive such people in your life. Many a times, like when we all go out and everything, people are snacking and they offer me food, which is really good. I appreciate, but they're like, why don't you eat anything? You say no for every single thing. Oh my god, what the hell is your problem? You can just shut up and just if you want to eat, you eat. I remember I had gone to a pilgrimage place with my husband's family and me. We all went together, and one of my husband's relative, she was sitting and snacking in the back seat, and she kept on complaining continuously that, yeah, why don't you eat anything? Whatever I offer you, you say no. If you eat this, what will happen? If you eat that, in my mind I was thinking, H, please keep quiet. So you at one stage you become really frustrated, like just shut up and eat. Okay. What is your problem if I eat or not eat? You ask me, I say no, that's fine. You need not, sing a nagging song regarding it. So you can't do anything to such people, just leave them. And so these are the much challenges faced by a gallbladder removal patient in this world. Okay, so basically they can just have what is good. According to me, my experience, what I felt is that what are the foods that are really good for you are freshly homemade foods, which are not oily, which are not greasy, which are not fatty, and which is not cheesy for sure, which is not spicy and all that. So those foods are really good, and try to if you have prepared even a home cooked food which is a little rich in its ingredients and the thing, please avoid it after 6 p.m. because after 6 p.m. there is no organ for you to help in digestion. So normally that is the raw fact, but after 6 p.m. it becomes more challenging for more challenging for your digestive system to help you cope up with the digestion process. So that is what I say. So yeah, I have no offense to anyone. If someone thinks I'm telling to them indirectly, directly, I don't mean bad to anyone. I just say that hope you understand something before you judge a person, because you need to, if you want to judge a person, please have knowledge about the matter you're going to judge the person about. Otherwise, don't judge them. Okay, that's what I say. I have no hard feelings on anyone. The anything is, it's we are going through enough struggles in our life, and on to top of that, people add on miserable in your life. So that's really frustrating. It's okay, you need not worry. So that is the thing. So yes, as I said, after 6 p.m. reduce your rich intake of food, okay, and also drink a lot of water, preferably warm water throughout the day. Avoid lemon juice after 6 p.m. Avoid any citric, basically gastric regulating things after 6 p.m. or heavily digestible things after 6 p.m. And even if you are a non-veg person, please prepare the non-veg freshly, completely cooked at your home, and do not eat outside. That is what I would suggest, because even an uncooked food is very difficult for your stomach to digest without the help of the gallbladder. You drink a lot of food and be healthy, be happy, do exercises, do yoga, do meditation. Just live this life. It's okay even if you have lost a gallbladder. Even if you have lost a gallbladder, yes, the it comes with losing the love of food, but it's okay. Just not losing the love of food is not the end of the world. There are so many other things in this life that you can be thankful for, that you can still enjoy without a gallbladder, like traveling in the world, doing exercise, being happy, being surrounded by positive people, and being happy and doing what you love, doing your work, traveling the world and be rich, have more money, spend it on whatever you have dreamt on in this life. So there are so many other things that you can do. So what I would suggest is that yes, it's very difficult for especially a foodie to come out of that what do you say, yeah, that miserability of the not eating their favorites food there. But it's okay, if God has closed one door, he would definitely open another door, so you need not worry about that. And to the people who understand you, bravo, because you need not act in front of anyone. You are yourself, but out of 100 people, 99 will always judge you wrongly. Okay, so it's okay, they will learn their own ways and all. But the people who really understand you, who have seen you go through all the turbulence in your life, who know you, they need not owe you anything, but the least they can do is they can be good to you, nice to you, and they cannot judge you wrong, and they can understand you. So cherish those people, keep them close, and surround yourself by such people, and do not bother about other people, because life is too short to waste on negative people. And that's okay, don't worry at all. If according to them, if this is the failure in your life, actually according to you, it is a stepping stone towards success, and prove everyone wrong. And even if you're so tired on one particular day to get up and face the world, it's okay, motivate yourself that you need to prove few people wrong. So that is the best motivation for you to get up and still do your day better, even though you don't feel up to it. Okay, so be happy, and yes, life is too short, don't waste it in drama. And yeah, drama is for middle school. Okay, and if you don't like someone, don't talk to them, don't talk about them, and just leave it. Don't waste your life, and you do whatever you want to do, and let them do what they want to do. Okay, so yes, yep, what else? So guys, again, so sweet, it's so nice. I am talking to something that does not judge me back. Yeah, that is the best thing you can get in your life, right? So trust me, there are so many people, like, they seem so nice to your face, but inside they'll be hating you, they'll be having jealous, and they'll pretend that they are happy for you, but they're not. So stay away from such people. Okay, so yep, so even if nothing motivates you today, just the thought of proving your enemies wrong should motivate you to such an extent that you do get up and just strive through the day, even though you don't feel up to it. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you so much for stopping by and listening to me, and hope any one of my word would have bulbed a light or an idea into your brain, and that you would incorporate in your life, or fix something that you need fixing or something. I'll be very happy about that. And please write something in the comment section below. It'll be very nice to see that someone is communicating with me through the comment section below. So guys, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care guys, God bless you, bye.